To the Food Line Kitchen, and today we're doing things backwards. We're starting with dessert, even though I haven't had lunch. But who needs lunch when you've got a sweet treat like the one we're about to make? Chef Brian Adornetto is going to show us how to make some chocolate-covered pretzels. Is that right?
We're going to make beer-infused chocolate truffles that are going to be crusted in pretzels.
Ooh, that sounds incredible. Lots of crunch.
Lots of crunch, sweetness, a little bit of, we've got the stout going on in there, so we're going to bring in some maltiness. Beer and pretzels go great together. Chocolate and pretzels go great together, so why not, right?
Okay, where do we start?
All right, so we've got about a half a cup of cream here that we're going to pour into the pan. Would you mind popping open the beer for us?
You got it.
And we're going to need about a quarter cup of that we can just add right into this pan. Okay. And I'm also going to add a tablespoon of butter.
Okay.
We're just going to heat this up. We want to melt the butter and get it nice and warm. We don't want to, scald the cream or really boil it. As soon as we see a few bubbles, we're going to add it to our 10 ounces of bittersweet chocolate chips.
It's so nice that Food Lion had all these products readily available.
And the chips are great because you don't have to chop the chocolate and make a big mess and get it all over your cutting board. All right. So we're also going to add the stout into the mix, right? So as we're waiting for this to kind of melt and come up to a little bit of a simmer, we'll call it. Would you mind mashing some pretzels for us?
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, this is fun. Get out my aggressions from the day. How much mashing? Is that good?
That looks great. That looks great because we want to be able to get a little bit of the crunch and a little bit of the saltiness, so we can just add those to some of the ones we already did.
Okay. Okay, I see bubbles.
That's it, and that's all we want, right? Not too much. And we're going to start. We're going to pour this right over, get all of that hot cream and beer. Where do you get a whiff of this? All right. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake here, just to bury all of the chips, and you can kind of see they're already
getting soft.
Already getting soft. So we're just about there. So let's start mixing them in. So like I said, you want to do it relatively gently. Start working it in little by little, and then it'll go quicker. What we're looking for is just nice and smooth and shiny. All right. And once we have that, we are set.
Wow! Look how quickly that all came together.
And that's the key: is once the cream is at the right temperature, and just let it sit for a few seconds to get that chocolate, starting to melt and get it, soften it up a bit. It makes it really, really easy. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Just pour it into the glass container, or you could use...
You can use any baking dish, really, as long as it's, you want it shallow but not too flat. Like a cookie sheet wouldn't be good. You'd want something a little bit higher, at least an inch.
With some size.
Right. I want to make sure we get all of this good stuff in there.
Of course, we're not going to waste any chocolate.
No.
No, I don't do that.
All right. Then we're just going to kind of give it a little wiggle, right? Let it kind of even out a little bit. And then if you wouldn't mind, popping this in the fridge. About 2.5 hours or so, back of the fridge, nice and cold. But since we don't have that kind of time, I did one ahead. So if you wouldn't mind pulling out the one we have set up.
You got it.
Awesome.
Nice, look at there.
And that's what it'll look like after a couple hours.
Oh.
Right? So I've got a teaspoon, measuring teaspoon.
Okay.
And I'm going to scoop out kind of the size of like a nice plump cherry. It is a little bit messy when you start rolling these, right? Because the chocolate's going to start melting and all of that good stuff. So you get it.
That means when I'm done, I can lick my fingers.
That's it. Finger licking good.
Yes. Not in between, but once I'm done.
Once you're done.
Yes, I did wash my hands, so we got to stay clean in the kitchen.
All right. So that's it. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you can see how it's melting and softening already. So I'm going to plop that in, and if you can just kind of roll it around and coat them up.
Ooh. Just put it on the tray here.
And if they want to be stubborn, you can always push a few in. But you can see this is a messy job, so you want to do this before the guests arrive.
I can't take it anymore, Brian.
Have one, please do.
This one is for me.
All right. I hear that crunch. Happy dance. That's what chefs love to see, the happy dance.
Wow. This is good.
Thank you.
This is really good. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye.
Okay.
So I can finish eating. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
You can make this dessert yourself. Just check out the website, mycarolinatoday.com, for the recipe.